On that note, why don't we just start off tomorrow's a brand new school year. Halifax Regional Center for Education, that's actually a new component. Maybe just explain what that's all about and how that may be different than what some folks are used to hearing.
Well, the first day of school is always the most exciting one of the year. We're ready to welcome back 50,000 students. We've been growing over the last few years, which both in terms of the students and in terms of some of our programs, so that's really exciting. Yes, our name has changed, but really we're still here, and people always know they should be able to reach out to us if they have a question or concern. They should always be talking with their parents, with their child's teacher or their principal. But the big thing is that we're ready to go, and we're really looking forward to tomorrow.
What's different this year in terms of there no longer being a Halifax Regional School Board, there's the Center for Education?
Well, I don't think people are necessarily going to see a difference on the ground in schools day to day. Where they may feel that they need some guidance is on who may they call if they have a concern. And I guess what we would say to them is they should always call their child's teacher first. We want them to have a very strong homeschool relationship, and that is best. That relationship is best served when that communication is two-way and open. But if someone does have a call, they always can call here, and we'll make sure that we put them in touch with who they need to speak.
Doug, what changes are coming this year that parents may not be aware of or would benefit from being aware of?
Well, we've got lots of things happening. For one, we have a brand new high school that's going to be opening later this week in Eastern Passage, Island View High School. So that's really exciting, to the energy that's going to be there in that community for the opening of that. We're seeing the pre-primary program expanding. This year we have 18 more schools that are going to have pre-primary in them. So that's really exciting, and we're moving toward full implementation over the next couple of years. We're going to see more supports for inclusive education. We've received a number of positions, I believe 50 through the Council for Inclusive Education. There's also going to be expanded opportunities in reading recovery in more schools. More schools are going to have access to a Schools Plus program. So there's just lots of really exciting things. Some things that are very local to Halifax. We are starting our first Afrocentric math class at Auburn Drive High School, which is going to be very exciting. We also have rebranded our all-city music programs under a banner of Halifax Regional Arts. So we're going to be expanding opportunities in those areas. For example, we have a new ceramics laboratory that we're opening up at Rocky Lake Junior High. So there's just so many things that are happening, and we can't wait to get started.
And for parents who have had some concern around buses, there's lots of changes with the buses as well. Can you touch on that at all?
Well, one of the big changes with busing is that we have Stock Transportation has introduced a new routing system. So the big thing about that is that people can go on, they can register. We really encourage that they do. They can get all that information off our website. They can then find out what bus their child's on, but more importantly, they always will know where that bus is because they'll be able to watch it in real time. They'll get notifications pushed to them if the bus is late, so they won't have to be waiting, wondering where the bus might be. So we also have looked at how can we help improve our communication with parents. So both Stock and the HRCE are going to have increased staff answering telephones for the next few weeks, just so we can try to answer everyone's question when it comes to busing.
Okay. Finally, over the summer, we chatted about playgrounds. Has anything been resolved in terms of whether or not 4-year-olds will fit into that picture, or how that strategy will look?
Well, for pre-primary, the approach is going to be the same as last year. It's a play-based program that looks at the natural environment for opportunities for children to learn more about themselves, learn more about their surroundings. When it comes to grade primary students and above, they're going to be able to be on the playgrounds regardless of what their age is. From day one, we are going to allow all the students to use the playground, and from our end, we'll just make sure that the teachers monitor those children closely as they always have.
So pre-primaries won't be on the playground, but primaries will?
Pre-primaries will look to other opportunities beside playground equipment. Grade primary and up will be able to use all of the equipment that's there.
Thanks for making the time. Was there anything to add that you didn't touch on? There's a lot of information, but...
No, that's great.
Okay.
Thanks.